the destruction in Los Angeles is widespread this morning, with homes reduced to rubble and thousands of people under evacuation orders.
Australian photographer Mitton and her husband Bryan Whalen poured their life savings into their Pasadena home, and this morning it is all gone. They join us now from a friend's home. Good morning to you, Ali and Bryan.
Hi guys.
We are so sorry to hear what has happened to you, but very relieved to see that you have managed to escape, both of you, with your children. When did you realise that your home had been destroyed?
We found out yesterday morning, actually. We knew that the fires were happening overnight. We were in a hotel and we went by in the morning to see if it was standing, and there was nothing left.
Oh, I'm so sorry, guys. Bryan, can you just talk us through it? What happened, how it began, the fire, and what you were seeing, what you were hearing?
Yeah, not last night, the night before, I was actually leaving our house. We were going to go stay at a hotel because the power was out and the winds were high. And I saw on the hillside a glow. It looked like a sunrise, but it just was growing very quickly, and then suddenly was growing even more quickly and heading toward our house. We spent a sleepless night. I was listening to, I found an app that does the police scanner so I could listen to what was going on in the area, and just listening out for our address or friends' addresses. And then, like Ali said, you kind of hold on to hope because you don't know. Yeah. And then in the morning it was totaled, and so many of our friends are in the same boat as us. We're constantly finding more and more houses, more and more close friends or families that go to school with our kids. It's really pretty devastating.
The schools are all shut down, and a lot of our friends have lost their homes as well. A lot of the schools in the area have been damaged. It's really, walking through there is really surreal. It's very dystopian.
We know your home was a base for your business too, Ali, and we know you've got young children. How are they coping with it? How do you kind of explain this to them?
I mean, the little one here, Dot, she's just colouring in, so she's fine. Yeah. Sonny, we sat Sonny down and told him, he's 5. I don't think he understands fully that we don't have a home to go back to. But, we'll get through it, and the kids hopefully won't remember all the destruction. I think for them, it's just the displacement, like jumping around from house to house, trying to figure out where we're going to land, is the most stressful part. It's just day 2 for us. So we're really just trying to figure it out moment by moment. We're still very shell shocked, as you can probably see. But yeah, that's kind of where we're at.
I don't know how you're doing it. I really don't. I understand you've got a GoFundMe page as well, Ali.
Yeah, I actually had a friend make one for us. I believe the link, where is the link? On my Instagram story, I think, or I can send it to you guys. Yeah,
we'll get it sorted.
Oh, we wish you all the best, you and your community. There's going to be a lot to deal with over the next few months, but thankfully you're all together, so that's... you've got each other. Yeah, you've got each other, and you're smiling at least. So thank you so much, guys, and I'm sure your family back in the Goldie, Ali, you're happy you're okay as well. So thanks, guys. All the very, very best.
Thanks so much, guys. Thank you.
More now on those deadly wildfires surrounding Los Angeles, with many Australians caught up in this disaster. Stylist Ivanna Fontanna is an Aussie living in Hollywood, and she joins us now along with fellow Australians Cara and Luke Cook. Good morning to you all. Ivanna, we'll start with you. Look, the scenes we are seeing out of LA this morning are just terrifying. Can you take us through what the past 24 hours has been like for you?
Yeah, absolutely. So about 10 o'clock yesterday, I got the email notification from our building manager to basically prepare for evacuation. My neighbours and I were just texting back and forth and just basically monitoring the Watch Duty app that we were all advised to just keep an eye on. Obviously all the fires were happening in Pacific Palisades. Friends of mine were messaging me, telling me that they had been evacuated. I was trying to get a hold of a couple of friends. They were just flying back from Australia, actually coming to Santa Monica, where a lot of the evacuation had been sent out to. And then it wasn't up until last night where we got the notification that the Sunset Fire had started and there was like zero containment. So my neighbours and I basically just packed up all our stuff, loaded up our cars and evacuated because roads were closing, and just the panic and overwhelm just was crazy.
Well, what was that evacuation like, and where did you end up? Where'd you go?
So, just hearing from my neighbours basically telling me that roads were closed. It was basically, I'm on Hollywood Boulevard, and that was, where the road closure was happening from the 101 all the way down. So I just was in panic mode thinking, if I get locked on Hollywood Boulevard, like Griffith Observatory is super close by. And I was like, if that gets on fire, then, and then with the Runyon Canyon fires, I'd basically be like stuck in the middle. So I panicked and just loaded up my car. I was just like on the phone to my parents and my brother, just in tears, and just needed to get to Koreatown, which is where I am now at my girlfriend's place. A lot of my friends went downtown LA because they were told that was like the safest place to head to, away from any brush fire. So it was just like bumper to bumper on Hollywood Boulevard for like a good 20 minutes. And it was just, I was in fight or flight mode. You just go into like fight or flight and hope to just get some kind of,
And everybody would have been feeling that same thing as you're all stuck on that highway together. Do you know now how close the fires are to your home and what the likelihood is of you being able to return?
I'm still waiting to get the notification that the evacuation for where we were is being lifted. Again, it's just a case of the Sunset Fire was about 15 minutes from where I was, so we weren't ready to risk waiting around. It was a case of getting out because a lot of people in West Hollywood were stuck in gridlock in traffic, and that was like what I was more panicked about than anything.
Well, we're glad to hear you're safe, Ivanna. Thank you. I want to bring you in now, Cara and Luke. Luke, you guys are staying with friends after you and your family decided to evacuate yesterday. How difficult was it to make that call?
I listened to my wife when she said we should go now. We could see the fire from our house, and I was like, well, is it really going to jump streets? Which it absolutely could. It didn't, thankfully. Our house is okay, but it was Cara's call, and I was like, agreed. Let's get in the car and let's go.
Cara, what made you make that call?
Well, we had been kind of just in our house all day because of the air quality. We couldn't kind of leave, and we were just looking at everything play out online. There were a bunch of other fires that were popping up all over the place, and it wasn't until Runyon kind of caught fire because it's so close to us. It's like streets away, and it just looks so close, and the smoke was just like billowing over the Laurel Canyon Boulevard, and I was like, I think we just have got to pack a bag and be ready to go. And as I said that, we got an alert on our phone that was like, yes, you're like level 3, you've got to get out of there. So
I know you've been posting a lot on social media, Cara, about how people can help and where people can go. What is the community spirit like there?
I mean, if it's like one, positive thing that can come out of a catastrophe like this, it's like seeing how the community really bands together and supports each other. I mean, like restaurants are, giving out free meals, and Airbnbs giving out free weeks of, stay to families that have been displaced, and there's shelters popping up all over the place, and just people opening up their own homes. Like we've also emailed out like our church, and we're like, if anyone's in need, please come and stay with us. Our home is safe. We have power. So it's a real community effort, but it's beautiful to see.
Well, glad to hear you're all safe. Luke, we should be talking to you about happier things this week because we know you've got a new show out on Stan, but at the moment, this is what everybody in Los Angeles is thinking of. So we're so glad that you guys are all safe, and good luck with the weeks ahead.
Thank you.
Alex.
Hey there, Today fans. Sarah and...
What's my name again?
Oh my goodness, Carl.
Hey, thanks for watching our YouTube channel, though. Subscribe now for more news, special reports, and amazing Aussie stories.
And Carl misbehaving,
Whoa,
of course.
That never happens.
Always happens.
What's she talking about?
Always happens.